Welcome back to OT Sports. Today we got our Week 7 NFL game predictions. Very excited to discuss our game predictions in this one. We got a lot to talk about. We'll go over last week's games and then obviously pick every game this week. If you're new around here, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell to make sure that you don't miss a video. We do college football top 25 rankings every Monday night, and then NFL picks usually Wednesday night. This week we're making it Tuesday night for you guys since I got stuff to do tomorrow, and then usually an MLB video over the weekend. Made my MLB playoff predictions recently. You could go check that out. My X and Discord are linked in the description. You can follow that and join that, whatever you want to do. We tweet during just kind of whatever about sports, so a little bonus content there. And then Discord is if you want to possibly appear in videos, maybe become like an every week kind of guy. I would love to have people to talk to. So if you're interested in that, join the Discord or at least try the link. You can let me know if it works. If not, I'll figure it out. And yeah, I think that's enough talking. Let's just hop right into the standings really quick. The updated standings for this week. I'm still in first place. I got a 3-game lead over second place. If you're wondering how everyone did last week, I can update you really quick. Ben went 11-4. Me, Jackson, Sammy, and Matthew all went 10-5. Connor went 9-6, and then Jack went 8-7. Connor's the only guy you guys would know. He does NBA videos with me. He did them last year with. I don't know if he'll be back this year. We'll see. I haven't figured that out yet, but yeah. So I'm in first, Ben second, Matthew third, and then Connor followed closely behind there in fourth. He doesn't get a medal, but you know, we don't got to give him a medal. Fourth place, you know, you don't get a medal, and also like who cares about him? Anyways, let's get right into the first game, Thursday night football, and we got a split on the board. If you're wondering why two guys are in the middle, they haven't sent me their picks yet, and I needed to record, so they'll be in the middle for this one for all of our game picks. But we got a good old-fashioned split on the screen now. My pick will appear when I, actually pick the game. So yeah, this one's interesting. This originally looking at this, I was thinking Jags pretty easily, but Trevor Lawrence could be out for this game, so it makes it a little more interesting. Um, Now, again, I don't know if Trevor Lawrence is gonna play. Um, and if he doesn't play, I'm gonna go with the Saint. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going. This one's tough. Okay. If Trevor Lawrence does not play, I'm gonna go with the Saints. But as of right now, in my mind, he is playing. So I'm gonna take the Jaguars. Now I was thinking for a second to switch to the Saints, just no matter what. But I'll stay with the Jaguars if Trevor Lawrence is playing. But if not, I'm gonna go with the Saints. Yeah, this is one I feel like it could go either way. The Saints are favored by 1 as of right now. Um, Kamara's been pretty good. He's been back for them. He's been very good. And the Saints 3-3 now on the year. They're looking okay. And then the Jags 4-2. They've got they got a nice win over the Bills 2 weeks ago in London, and then they beat the Colts last week pretty handily. The Saints last week lost to the Texans, so they didn't look too good. So I'm gonna take the Jags in this one. Raiders, Bears, oh boy, the Bears. We can talk about them in a second. First, we'll go for the Raiders really quick. They beat the Patriots. The Patriots aren't looking anything special, so the Raiders, congrats there. You beat a 1-5 team. You're now 3-3. So good for them. And then the Bears lost to the Vikings. Justin Fields is going to be out for multiple weeks, it looks like, with a dislocated thumb. The Bears just did not look good. Tyson Badgett looked promising Well, he didn't look good, and then on the last drive, he looked a little promising. He almost led the Bears down the field to take the lead and possibly win the game, and then he threw the game-ending interception. So who knows how good he's going to be. I'm not expecting anything too much for him. I'm going to take the Raiders. Surprisingly, the ESPN matchup predictor is giving the Bears a 55% chance to win this one. I don't really understand that. The Raiders are favored by 3. Um, the over/under is 37.5. So obviously Vegas does not see an offensive shootout whatsoever in this one. I'm going to take the Raiders along with everyone else. I don't have much faith in my team and the Chicago Bears. Browns, Colts. The Browns beat the 49ers last week with a backup quarterback in. Deshaun Watson did not play. And now they got to travel to Indianapolis to take on the Gardner Minshew led Saints. They lost to the Jaguars last week. Pretty bad. Will they rebound this week? Ultimately, I think the answer is no. I think the Browns are just by far the better team on most areas of the ball. Both teams with their backup quarterbacks in. I actually don't know if Deshaun Watson is going to play for this game. It says right now he's questionable. Cleveland's favored by 2. It is in Indianapolis, so maybe that makes it a little interesting. Jonathan Taylor is going to get used more. And unfortunately, Anthony Richardson is considering going through a season-ending surgery. So that would be pretty tough if he did decide to do that. I don't know what he's going to do. I would love to see him play again because he's looked very good through the first couple games that he has played. But, yeah, hopefully, I mean, it might be for the best, but also I'd love to see him play again. Jonathan Taylor's going to get more involved in the offense as the weeks go by. But I'm going to take the Browns. Um, they just look, they just look the better team, pretty much everywhere. Both teams' backup quarterbacks in, and the Browns took down the Niners last week, so I feel like I got to go with the Browns there. Um, but maybe the Colts make it interesting. It's in Indianapolis, so that might be something to look at. I feel like this game should be a pretty good game. I was actually considering the Colts a little. Ultimately, I had to go with the Browns, though, along with everyone else. So that's 2 back-to-back guarantees. And this is going to be another one. We got an AFC East matchup, Bills at Patriots. The Patriots just look so horrendous. They lost to the Raiders last week, 21-7. And then the Bills didn't look very good against the Giants on was it Monday night or Sunday night? I think it was Sunday night. Yeah, it was Sunday night because last night was the Cowboys Chargers. Yeah, they didn't look very good at all. They did win against the Giants. They got that controversial. Well, they didn't get the call, but on the last play or one of the last plays of the game, the Giants were on offense, and they they um, they lost or they missed a very blatant holding call from the Bills. The Bills escape with a win against the Giants, but I think they rebound pretty good against the Patriots. The Patriots are not a good team at all. They're playing 2 back-to-back 1-5 teams, so they should be able to win this one. Prayers up for Damian Harris. He left the game in an ambulance after getting hit pretty good. Hopefully he's doing all right. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bills here. Another guarantee. That's 3 guarantees in a row. And this one, we got another split. So far it's just been splits and guarantees. So you know that's something, I guess. But yeah, this should be a good one, I think. NFC East. This is kind of not too exciting teams, but I think the game will be close. I think the game will at least be interesting. It's in New York, or well, I guess technically New Jersey, but at the Giants. The Giants are home, so they get a little bit of an advantage there. If this was in Washington, I'd probably go Commanders, but I don't know. The Giants are 1-5. I feel like they're due for a win or something here. They're 1-5. The Commanders 3-3. They're kind of a team who's just kind of goes back and forth between winning and losing. Um, they won last week, so maybe you know they lose this one. The Commanders are favored by 2, so it's not like a super crazy line. I don't know. It's in what's their stadium called? MetLife. Yeah, MetLife Stadium. I don't know. I'm feeling the Giants in this one. I don't know. I feel like they're just due for a win. Saquon Barkley should be 100% in this one. He had played his first game back last week, I believe, and then this week he should obviously get more carries as he's coming back from that injury. So give me the Giants in this one. 2. It's probably an ugly game, but should be a close game. But I'm gonna go with the Giants here. Falcons Bucks. This one could potentially be a split. I mean, this is another good one. NFC South battle. Um, Falcons at Bucks. It's in Tampa. It's excuse me. It's in Tampa. The Bucks are favored by 2.5. I don't know. It says here Baker Mayfield's questionable. I didn't know he was. I thought he was healthy, but I still think he is playing. Did he not play last week? I don't know if I missed that or something. I might have missed something. No, he did play last game, so I don't know what that's about. Someone will have to fill me in there. But yeah, the Bucks lost last week to the Lions, 20-6, kind of an ugly game, and then the Falcons also lost last week to the Commanders. Both these teams didn't look too good. I'm gonna go with the Bucks. I feel like they have a pretty good bounce back week, and um, Falcons have been pretty good at home this year. I don't know if I'm making that up. I think that's true. Um, yeah, they're undefeated at home. Or no, they lost their first game last week at home. So yeah, I don't know, just I'm going with the Bucks. I think they should be able to get some pressure on Desmond Ritter, and I don't really trust Ritter. So give me Baker Mayfield and the Bucks. I think they score enough, and I don't trust the Falcons' offense enough to keep up with the Bucks. So give me them. Lions Ravens. Ooh, this is probably one of the 3 games of the weeks. There's 3 this week. This is the first one. Lions Ravens. This should be a very good game. Lions 5-1. They're looking like a top team in the NFC. Uh, Now, are they as good as the Eagles, the Niners, the Cowboys? Not sure yet, but they're 5-1. They've been looking pretty good to start the year. Obviously, they beat the Chiefs week 1, and their only losses come to the Seahawks in week 2 in overtime. They really haven't played anyone since the Chiefs and Seahawks. Now they play against the Ravens. We'll see how they do here. Ravens are favored by 3 in this one. I don't know. I feel like this is just going to be a very back and forth game. I feel like the offenses could get going in this one. I feel like Lamar Jackson and Jared Goff will both going to have pretty good days. I don't see a lot of turnovers. I think this will be a very high quality game, potentially high scoring. Um, but the Ravens coming off kind of a weird London game against the Titans. They also lost to the Steelers prior. I feel like they're due for an all-around solid performance, and I feel like the Lions are due for a loss. 5-1. Again, haven't lost since week 2. I don't know. I'm feeling the Ravens in this one. I'm gonna go against the majority. 3 on the Lions, now 2 on the Ravens. I'm gonna go against the majority. I'm gonna take the Ravens in this one. I like that they're at home. They're favored. Gimme Baltimore. Steelers Rams. This one really isn't too much of a question. Give me the Rams. Cooper Kupp's getting involved. Rams are favored by 3. Um, they looked good last week against the Cardinals, 26-9 win. And then the Steelers, I believe they were on bye last week. Yeah, they were. So maybe they get extra time to prepare for the Rams. I don't really think it matters. I think the Rams are the better team. Maybe they get some pressure against Stafford. Maybe their defense carries them as always, forces some turnovers or something. Um, that you got Cooper Kupp, you got Puka Nacua, you got Tutu Atwell, all those guys, Kyron Williams. Kind of some weird names, but they've been good. 3-3. So I mean, not jumping off the charts, but they've been pretty solid. Give me the Rams. I like that they're at home in this one. Um, yeah, they're favored in this one by 3. Uh, Give me the Rams. I feel like the Steelers' offense won't be able to score enough points in this one. The defense should do well, but I think the Rams score just enough points to come out of this game with a win. NFC West battle. Cardinals at Seahawks. This is another one. I'm going to go with the majority and make it a guarantee. Once again, the Cardinals, through the first couple weeks, they were kind of sneaky for a little. Now we're kind of seeing the reality. I actually didn't realize they were 1-5, but yeah, they are. They haven't won since they beat the Cowboys in a weird game in week 3. Through the first 3 weeks, they were, I don't know, they close with the Commanders, close against the Giants. They should have won against the Giants, and then they beat the Cowboys. Through the first 3 weeks, they were looking, I don't know, like a little sneaky team. Maybe they could surprise some teams this year, but the Seahawks favored by 8 in this one. I think for good reason. It's in Seattle. There's really no doubt in my mind that the Seahawks come out and lose this one. They're coming off the bye too, so they'll be well. Or no, I'm making that up. I don't know what I'm thinking. The Seahawks lost to the Bengals last week, so I think they come out here and bounce back a little. Geno Smith should have a better game. He threw 2 picks last game, so hopefully he figures it out. I don't think he'll have any struggles with the Cardinals' defense. And then the Cardinals last week lost to the Rams. They didn't look good at all. So give me Seattle along with everyone else. Packers and Broncos. This should be an interesting little afternoon game here on CBS. Green Bay is favored by 1, 2-3. The 2-3 Packers versus the 1-5 Broncos. So not, anything too crazy there. The Packers are coming off the bye last week, so they'll have some extra time to prepare for that altitude. Maybe they're already there. Who knows? I don't know. Looking at the injuries, I don't see any too crazy here. The Packers are favored by 1. Again, it is in Denver, so you got the altitude. That's always a factor. But how big of a factor can it really be when the Broncos just aren't that good at all? I'm going to go with the Packers along with everyone else once again. I don't see the Broncos. Like, usually every week I try to find one where I'm the only one, but I just couldn't see any this week. In reality, like there was plenty of where everyone's just on one, but I just couldn't realistically see myself on any of those teams by myself. Give me the Packers coming out the bye. They'll have some time to rest. They'll have some time to prepare. They should have no troubles against the Broncos. The Broncos are not a good team whatsoever. So give me those Packers. Well, I mean the Broncos do have they have a longer week because they were Thursday night last week, but the Packers have had the whole week off, so they'll have even more time than the Broncos have had to prepare. So yeah, but enough talking about this game. Give me Green Bay. Ooh, the last afternoon game on the schedule this week. Chargers and Chiefs. Now this one's going to be interesting. This should be a very solid game. Both whenever these teams play, it's usually a good game. Um, Chiefs favored by 5.5. That's a little higher than I would have thought. The Chargers 2-3. You know, they've played some tough teams to start the year. They should probably be 3-2. They shouldn't have lost to the Titans week 2. In overtime, they obviously lost to the Dolphins week 1 in a amazing game. Barely escaped the Vikings in week 3, and then beat the Raiders by 7 in week 4. And then last week, they were close against the Cowboys last night. Um, the Cowboys kind of rallied in the fourth, and it was 10-10 heading into the fourth. The Cowboys ultimately won 20-17. Uh, but yeah, they played a very good fourth quarter. Got the field goal with 2 minutes left, and then the Dallas defense made a great stop against the Chargers offense. This is one, I don't know what it is, but I'm feeling the Chargers. I don't know why. Um, I don't know if I'm just thinking the Chiefs are due for the loss, and I don't know. I can't see the Chargers going 2-4 to start the year. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the Chargers. Going against the majority. For good reason. The Chiefs obviously are gonna be the favorite in this one, but I don't know. I'm feeling something about the Chargers this week. I'm gonna take them over the Chiefs. I think their defense should do. I feel like the defense should be able to do pretty good against the Chiefs. Travis Kelce's obviously a mismatch nightmare, but he always is gonna be. These are teams that they know each other very well. They played twice a year, same division. Um, so I don't know. I'm gonna take the Chargers. I think they come out and win this one. Now it's obviously a little scary taking the Chargers when they have Staley in there at head coach, but I'm gonna trust them. I'm gonna do it. I think they're due for a win. So give me LA, even though they're on the road. I don't know what it is. I'm feeling the Chargers though. Sunday night football. This is the I forgot to mention these past two were the the other two games of the week. I was saying earlier with Lions and Ravens how there's 3 games of the week. That was one of them, and then Chargers Chiefs, and then this game Dolphins Eagles. This should be a very fun game to watch. High powered game. Maybe the Eagles defense can slow down the Dolphins offense a little bit. I think that might happen. I think the Eagles might get the run game go. Might get the run game going. Sorry about that. I think they're gonna get the run game going. I think they're gonna trust their defense to make some stops when they need it. I think they're gonna try and limit the amount of time the Dolphins offense has the ball, because obviously the Dolphins have probably had the best offense this year. I don't think that's too much of an argument. But yeah, I don't know. I like the Eagles matchup in this one. Um, had a rough game against the Jets last week. They didn't look too good. Um, I feel like they bounce back and get a good win. It's in Philly, so a little bit of a travel from Miami to Philly. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Eagles in this one. I think they bounce back and get a good win. Yeah, this should be a very very good game. Both teams 5-1 heading into this week. Uh, Eagles are favored by 2. I'm gonna trust Jalen Hurts in them a little bit more. I've seen more of Jalen Hurts in primetime than I have of Tua, and I'm gonna just trust the Eagles a little more. So give me them. And then the last game of the week, Monday Night Football, 49ers Vikings primetime. Kirk is taking on the 49ers, who lost last week to the Browns. There's no longer any undefeated teams in the NFL this year. The last two, the Eagles and the Niners, both lost last week. But alright, okay, we're gonna take the Niners along with everyone else. don't really see a world where the Vikings win this one. Maybe I don't know. This one just the matchup just isn't there. There's not really anything. Maybe Minnesota, but again, Kirk Cousins in prime time. That's never been very good. And then obviously the Vikings haven't been too good this year. I think this might be a close game, but I'm gonna trust San Francisco to get this one done. They've been very good with injuries the whole year, but last week they started to have some guys go down. Deebo Samuel, Trent Williams, CMC. Hopefully CMC plays because I'm gonna need him for my fantasy team. He's been carrying. I believe Trent Williams should be good to go. He came back in the game last week, and then I'm not sure about Deebo and CMC. Obviously, Justin Jefferson is on the IR for the Vikings, so that's a huge loss for them. So give me the Niners in in this one. I forgot to mention the Vikings beat the Bears barely last week. Not much to be happy about there. You beat a bottom three NFL team by 6 points, and you almost lost. You almost gave up game-winning drive to a backup rookie quarterback. It's not much to be celebrating about that. So, give me the Niners along with everyone else. It's a guarantee to end this video to end this week of Week 7 NFL game predictions. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on the notification bell to make sure that you don't miss any future uploads. We do college football Monday nights, NFL picks Wednesday nights, this week Tuesday nights, but every other week it's been Wednesday night. And then obviously baseball is on the weekends, either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. There's not really a set day for them. You can check out my MLB playoff prediction video. I made that a little while ago. You can see how my picks are doing. Obviously, we're in the NLCS and ALCS now, so. But I mean, you can see how my picks have been doing. I really haven't looked yet, so maybe I should do that. My X and my Discord are linked in the description. You can follow that. You can join that. Whatever you like to do. Again, thank you for watching. And I forgot to mention, we do NBA and college basketball also, so that's just right around the corner. We'll be having those videos every week also, so you can look forward to that. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching.